In the previous 4 weeks, I've sent over 22,000 cold emails. In this video, I'll be going over some of my results, some of the copy that we've been sending on behalf of my marketing agency, and how exactly you can replicate these results in your own marketing agency or software company to actually book more demos, more sales meetings, more calls, and create and sign more customers. Let's hop straight into it. So firstly, here on the screen, as you guys can tell, we have sent 22,000 over these past 4 weeks. Obviously, my name is Patrick Thomason. I own a marketing agency called createmrr.com. You guys can check out my company website and stuff, and I'll be linked down below. We just market for B2B software companies, and we run cold email campaigns to set them out for them. So as you guys can tell, we have been running multiple different campaigns throughout the period of this time. And we've had reply rates from 1% to 2%. And even upwards, I think, of 3 to 4%. Now, what I want to show you guys initially in this video is the copy in one of the campaigns, okay? The way I lay it out and the way my sales process works, because this is extremely important, okay? If you don't understand how to structure copy in a perfect way, then you won't be able to get good responses and people won't actually respect you. So first of all, just to preview the copy, I have a random contact here for a test email that I'm going to be showing you guys as an example. So I have quick idea for you is a subject line. And I say, hey, hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's select Timothy here. My team and I have checked out your B2B software company. We're very optimistic we can generate you qualified meetings / demos on autopilot without you performing outbound marketing or running paid ads. If we could book your B2B software qualified meetings or demos for just $125 each, would that be worth a try? Let me just say, we only require you to cover your first time up front. We built an AI system to do that. It's performing better than SDRs. And if we don't pay, you don't deliver. Now, looking at this copy, you might think that this looks like some sort of a, regular generic copy. But I'm going to be explaining to you guys why this copy is different, okay? If you're selling lead generation services to an outbound segment of the market, you are not going to get responses if you don't have an offer that's paid per results. And the reason being is because if you landed somebody's Gmail inbox to simply pitch them on its $1,500 a month retainer, no one's going to, 1, respect you, 2, respond to you, and 3, ever give you time of day. And the reason being is because when you have those types of offers, you're solely relying on the 2% of the funnel that's extremely problem aware, extremely painful, there's a lot of pain, and is ready to execute on a solution. You're not capturing a larger segment of the market that's open to hearing about how you could potentially book them more meetings, but aren't quite sold yet on pain up front, okay? Now, the entire part of this in a mission of this entire cold email is I want you to think of it as like a mission, okay? The mission and the objective of this cold email is to get a positive response. That's why my call to action is very low barrier to entry. It's signed by me, the CEO. Obviously, that builds credibility. And I have a PS2. Says that when I say panel results, I really mean it. No performance tomorrow, no money out of your pocket. So with this, I have the ability to actually get a positive response, okay? And from there, I have this little pitch deck that says, here's a breakdown of the process. After watching, get started with the link and schedule out your onboarding call. And right here is linked to a Loom, some assets on Google Drive or Google Docs, and a checkout link on WAP, okay? Now, this explains the entire offer. I'm not going to show it. As you can tell, we have a lot of people watching this with 50 views in these past couple of weeks of interested prospects who have converted, okay? Obviously, not all 50 have converted, but a decent amount have converted. I'd probably say 10 to 20% have converted already, okay? That's without the ending of the follow-up sequences, things like that. So after sending 20,000 of these guys, I have noticed that I'll just show you, these are all vanity metrics. The reply rate isn't exactly exact, to say the least. We've had more opportunities than 21. Just kind of put that out there as well. But this is for a very specific offer that is tested outbound wise. And what you want to do here is you want to utilize this for testing, okay? You want to send about 1,000 cold emails during this testing period. This is what I have all of my customers, all of my clients. This is what I have everybody do initially for the first couple of weeks to get proof of copy, to build up reputation with your email domains, and to not burn things off the bat. Now, after we get good proof of concept, I do plan on ramping this up to 10,000 to 20,000 cold emails a day. If you're having issues kind of comprehend that, I can break down some math for you guys as well, but it's not that many accounts, okay? Each email account is sending right now about 40. Some are still warming up and sending 25 or ramping up to 40. But look, if you have 40, or let's just say you have 60 email sending accounts, so 60 email sending accounts that are sending each 40 messages, that's 2,400 a day. Emails, okay? Now, to reach 10,000, you just have to reverse engineer. So let's try doubling it. Okay, we're right there. You'd probably need 240. You'd do around 240 email accounts, which sounds like a lot, but in reality, that infrastructure is going to get you in front of a lot of people really quickly. But off the bat, you don't want to drop a couple $1,000s just on email infrastructure if your offer, copy, and everything under the sun is not proven. Um, that being said, you want to be able to actually mitigate your chances of failure. So the best thing to do here is to warm up after the 14-day period with, 20 to 30 emails per email account. And the reason being is because yes, you want to build reputation, you want to build proof of concept, you want to close some deals, you want to make some sales, okay? And after that, that's when you can truly, truly ramp up, okay? The cold email infrastructure is very delicate. And obviously, I use instantly. I click add new, I click done for you email setup. And what's really good about this is that if you type in your email domain and you are able to select from just some of these random domains. But what's cool about instantly is you could put in a forwarding domain. And what this does is it allows every single one of these different email accounts, whenever somebody looks you up, it goes right back to your home domain. So let's just say Pat at CEO at CMRR lands in somebody's inbox and I just cold emailed a software company, okay? If they want, they can check out this. They can go to this website. And guess what? It brings me to my main website, which is createmrr.com. And it brings them to the about page. Okay. So, and then they can watch a video too and stuff like that. All right. Now, that's why this is extremely important to do on instantly, because this actually allows you to keep everything native and everything to point back to your software. So that being said, you guys, that's exactly what you're going to do in terms of volume. And this is kind of how we do it. I have an entire doc laid out of how I, pitch people and how we do this for software companies. Now, that being said, you guys have the ability to book on a call for me down below if you're curious about any sort of marketing opportunities, if you want to know the exact step-by-step of how I do this, or if you're a software company looking to get this email infrastructure installed for you, feel free to do that. I just want to show you guys some of the results that I've been getting, what we've been able to do with some of these campaigns, which is pretty cool so far, and how we've been able to actually do everything on instantly itself. Okay, this is not LinkedIn outreach. This is strictly just cold email. And yeah, so looking forward to it. I'll speak to you guys soon.